Hello, everyone here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Hutan Pantai. And if you watched last episode of it, well, we borrowed ourselves up to our eyeballs in debt here, and we bought all kinds of fields. Also bought a tractor. And, well, you'll see in a minute here, another tractor as well here. So, for those who didn't see last episode, we're like $1.2 million. Oh, never mind. $1.3 million in debt here at this point here. Whew, it's getting up there a little bit here. That was not the map screen. What was up with that? So, yeah, we ended up buying a whole bunch of fields, Evan. 49, 26, Field 1, Field 9, Field 77, and Field 39. I think that's all of them, right? I kind of lost count, to be honest. We bought a whole bunch of fields here. So, working on getting all these fields prepped here this episode, last episode as well. 26 needs lime on it yet. Working on 49 here as I started recording. We're going to get back to that here in just a minute. Got the hired worker going on Field 6, plant notes again. It's the only crop I can really plant at the moment, Evan. Hopefully once we get some more money, then we can afford some more planting equipment, soybeans, corn, sunflowers, sorghum, all that good stuff, right? But until we can buy the equipment, we're kind of limited on what we can plant here at this point. Actually, no, I can't plant sorghum, can I? I don't think I can. I'm trying to think here. I'll have to check. I don't think we can do sorghum. If we can, we might, but I think we need a row crop planter for that, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, again, I think oats is the only thing. We can't plant soybeans with this oven. Don't ask me why. No idea. Also, this seeder doesn't no-till. Another strange concept there. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll get back to that here in just a minute. So, yeah, lime spreaders working on Field 39 here. I think we just have one more field to lime after this one here because 9 is good. 77 is good. Yeah, 26 needs lime yet. We're actually good, I think, fertilizer on all these fields here, surprisingly. At least once we plant anyway, we'll be. So, yes. Got to plow 39 yet. I think that's the last field that needs to be plowed then. So working on 1, like I said. And then, yeah, working on 29 here. So anyway, white tractor's working on spreading the lime. Everyone just keeping that topped off. Again, we are buying lime from the shop here just to kind of try to keep the cost down a little bit. I don't know how much difference it makes, but we're down to $12,000. I don't know that I can borrow anymore. So, like, if we run out of money, yeah. Loan is maxed out of it, so if we run out, we're, ouch. So we got to make sure we kind of, don't do that if we can help it anyway. Yeah, got the Kloss Arion 410. Bought this tractor here last episode, for those who've seen that. I think we can actually put more horsepower in this tractor if we want to, so we'll probably do that at some point. But seems to be working okay for now. So yeah, we'll leave that tractor to that job. I think he's actually almost done with this field, or maybe he is done. Oh, actually, he might be done unless he's missing that little triangle again. Typical hard worker. Are you done? I think he's done. Okay, well, we'll leave him be. He's doing something yet, so. Oh, and then in between episodes, I went ahead and picked up another tractor. So this is one of the newer mods here available on the Farming Simulator mod hub. This is on the official mod hub, by the way. And I know we were talking about Massey Ferguson tractors here. I forget if that was a live stream or I think that was in the videos here. We were talking about older Massey Ferguson tractors, Evan. And this is like one of the tractors you would see in my area. You don't see much of them anymore, but back in the day when you'd see the tractors like this every so often. Massey Ferguson, I'm not sure on the model number. I'm 690 if that actually was one of the model numbers or not. But yeah, you don't see much of them anymore. Wasn't sure if this was going to pull this cultivator or not, but it does. So cool. It's only got 90 horsepower. This cultivator wants 110, I think it was. So I'm like, ooh, I don't know, but we'll give it a try. It was a $26,000 tractor, everyone. So it's like, you know what, we can afford this, right? And with the number of fields we have at this point, I mean, it felt like having more tractors would be a good idea here. Just get as much equipment rolling on these fields here as we can. So, yeah, but she's probably belching out the black smoke here. Probably had to turn up the injectors here just a little bit, pour the fuel to her. That's right, pour the fuel. Yeah, doing a surprisingly good job of it. I wasn't sure how this tractor would do with this here. This also, I think, is our only new tractor here so far, right? I don't remember now. Did we buy the Challenger new? We might have bought the Challenger new. I don't recall now that I think about it. But the Massey Ferguson, we definitely bought this new. We didn't go to the sale market or anything like that for it. So, brand spanking new tractor. Wow. Moving up in the world here, everyone. Ah, yes, look at that plush interior. Ah, yes, gotta love it. Yeah, I think that hired worker is actually done. So let's, yeah, we'll just stop here a minute. We'll just run across the road here. Look both ways before you do. Oh, wait, I didn't. Oh, well. Now listen, kids, make sure you look both ways before you cross the road. Don't do what I do. Do as I say, not as I do, you know. We're going to finish planting this little section here. That's the profits, after all, you know. Of course, as I say that, when we plant it, and then, you know, I throw the hired worker on this, and then it never gets harvested. I mean, we actually did get it worked up here this time, so might as well actually, like, plant it this time, since it is worked up, right? I think that, Ashley Ferguson actually pulls that cultivator better than this tractor pulls this planter. A little bit ridiculous. Okay, next field, 26 needs lime yet, so I don't want to go to that one. Field 1's being worked on. Do I not have any other fields ready to plant yet? Really? Yeah, number 9 is actually good. 39 is probably pretty close. No, it is not. 77 needs to be planted, but we need to work that one. Okay, I might not actually have any more fields ready to plant at the moment, though. I did not plan that very well, did I? I did not plan that well at all. Let's see, 4,080. I think we're going to need at least a little bit more lime. Let's grab 2 more things of lime here, and then we'll head to the next field. Might as well, we're right by the shop, so... Yeah, it's we got fertilizer scattered all over. The reason that fertilizer one there is that one because I started the lime totes appeared way over here, so I'm like, okay, pull up next to them, and I was on the opposite side of them, and I got the 2. There was 3 fertilizer ones sitting over that one. Yeah, you folks will never guess. Instead of filling with the lime, which was right next to it, it filled up from the fertilizer, which was way like, and I was further away than this at the time because I was on, like I said, I was on the opposite side of the lime here that time around. You know, I knew that much. I'm like, I'm not going to pull up on this side. I pulled up on this side here, started filling, and it grabbed the fertilizer tote way over here and started filling with fertilizer instead of lime. I'm like, you little piece of... oh, that's right. G-rated stream. Never mind. Yeah. I was not impressed. Not impressed. So I had to unload the fertilizer out and then fill it with lime. One of those things where Giant still has not figured this out yet. I mean, it's kind of annoying if you ask me. Like, come on, Farming Sim 25. You should have figured this out by now, Giants. You got a piece of equipment that holds multiple fill types. The spreader here holds lime and fertilizer. I don't know, does it hold anything else? I think it's just lime and fertilizer, right? Holds lime and fertilizer. And then you're somewhere that has multiple fill types available. I was at the shop there, and I had lime and fertilizer pallets sitting there. Now, mind you, I was parked right next to the lime ones with the fertilizer ones way over yonder. Like, which one does it fill with? Well, either A, ask, or B, don't fill from the furthest one away. Like, what in the world? So, yeah, that's not really probably per se a bug in the game. I mean, that's just something that's always existed in Farming Sim. That's the way Farming Sim has always been as long as I've played this game, from what I can remember. Although, I shouldn't say that's the way it's always been, because, back in the early days of Farming Simulator, we didn't have all these fill types, and I don't think we even had fertilizer back in the day, did we? I don't remember now. Maybe we did. Maybe we did, but... Okay, back to... Yeah, I wish I could start planting some of them. That's kind of annoying. I guess once I get this field done, we can start planting it, but I'm not done cultivating this yet, so... I better get back to work here. Enough blabbering on. Let's get cultivating here. Just running the cultivator across this one. We don't have to plow this field, so figure no sense running the subsoiler. We'll get both the subsoiler and the cultivator going here. I guess one task I could get going here if I had another tractor was I could start weeding some of these fields here. At least the one we planted anyway. Lining up on the next line. Imagine if we had a little bit more horsepower, we could probably pull this cultivator a little bit better. But hey, we're going, 5-6 miles an hour. Fortunately, most of the fields I think we have here are fairly flat, so we probably don't have to worry about it too much. We're not locked on GPS, are we? No. What happened to my GPS line? Ah, there it is. Like, how come we're not lined up with anything here? That's why. Somewhere along the way, I missed what line we were supposed to be on. Speaking of missing line, I was playing on the multiplayer server here a couple nights ago. Had an issue with the GPS where it wouldn't turn off. For those of you who remember the GS mod back in Farming Simulator 22, that guidance steering mod, that's back when it was a mod, right? Obviously, it's built into the game here now when it comes to GPS. But, yeah, had that problem quite frequently on multiplayer there as well. I don't know about maybe single player every now and then as well, but sometimes having the guidance steering mod just wouldn't turn off and it would just get stuck and you just keep on going and it wouldn't stop. You'd have to literally get out of the vehicle or turn GPS off or something like that to actually get it to stop doing whatever it was doing, right? But had that actually happen last night with the steering assist. I'm like, whoa, what the world is up with that? Talking with the guys on the multiplayer server, I was like, I wonder if the problems with the, because I always blame the guidance steering mod for that. I always blame guidance steering for that. But it's like, wonder if it's actually the game's fault that guidance steering didn't work rather than actually the guidance steering mod. I haven't had it happen single player yet, so it might be just one of those little multiplayer glitches. And then, like I said, most of the time, too, when it came to the guidance steering mod of it was usually on multiplayer where it glitched out there as well, so. Which a reminder, by the way, when it comes to the multiplayer server, Evan, if you'd like to join us on multiplayer, you are welcome to do so. Again, our multiplayer server information is down below in the description there. Anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules, blah, blah, blah. Etc., etc., etc. Yeah, you get the idea. So, information down below. Reminder, too, by the way, if you'd like to catch the multiplayer content, I usually live stream that Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Again, everyone, just make sure you're following and or subscribed. You'll get notified. Obviously, there's days that are missing here and there sometimes, just depending on what's going on in real life or internet issues, power issues. I know this past weekend we had some pretty good snowstorms come through here. Actually, yeah, really good snowstorm come through. I went real humdinger there. Didn't like lose internet, but it was definitely blinking on and off a little bit. Power was kind of doing some shady things. It was yeah, fun stuff. So fortunately, we never outright lost internet or outright lost power. Just it was kicking on and off a little bit. One of those real good winter storms, that's for sure. That is not the line I need. That's the line. There we go. Wonder if I dare start this planter here. Finish this headland, and I might be able to start the planter on this field here. We're 2 headlands in, and if the planter follows the same number of headlands we're doing, you should be far enough in the field. I don't think we'll have to worry about it. Like I said, I want to keep that planting tractor moving, Evan. If anything, that's probably going to be the one that's going to take us the longest here, just because I've got 2 cultivators essentially going. I've got the subsoiler and the cultivator here, but only 1 planter, so... Or, I'm sorry, plant seeder. I want 1 seeder going, as the game likes to call it. I don't know, to be honest, I don't think I've ever heard that designation before in real life. I mean, I don't know, is that... I don't know, maybe depending on where you are, Evan, maybe that is a designation that's actually used, but I have never heard people refer to a seeder. So in the game, Evan, a seeder is something... And actually, let me double check this here before I speak wrongly on this. I'm going to get this going here, 2 a minute. Let's double check. I think the seeder is the one that does your grains, right? And then the planter does the row crops. We'll double check that here real quick a minute here. Okay, hire a worker on that. Double check. I think we should be good for what he's going to do. But yeah, shop here real quick. Where is our seeders? So yeah, okay, seeders and then planters. So yeah, in the game, Evan, seeders do your grains, essentially, wheat, barley, canola, all that good stuff. And then your planters are your row crop planters, so soybeans, corn, sunflowers, all that stuff, right? I don't know, never heard that designation before I started playing this game. I'm like, seeder, planter, what? Seeder is a planter, a planter is a seeder. What's the difference? At least in real life, everyone, usually our designation was a seeder, so something that planted grains. Everyone, a lot of times we call those drills, or seed drill. Ooh. That's a little close. Is he doing more? Might be a little further in than what I thought he was, that one. Now I'm coming across what he's planted there. I don't like that, but oh well. Also, did I miss something there? Apparently I did. I have to have a talk with person about that. My goodness. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. That's because I have the third headland to do on this side yet. I was not fully done with my second headland, was I? I should be fully done with the second. Well, when I say second, working from the inside out. Yeah, right, inside out. Now we're on to the third headland from the inside out. Hopefully that means we should be far enough away from that plant, and then we can both work on the same field here and coexist and get along nicely. I gotta say there's something fun about just sitting here and just cultivating away, right? Older Massey Ferguson 690 tractor like this. Ooh, that's a little noisier in the cab here. Is that just me, everyone? Kind of a weird rumbling sound. Huh. Wonder if they just got the sounds kind of a little bit mixed up here, because that's more just a rumbling rather than actual engine noise, if you ask me. I don't know if I care for the in-cab noise on this particular tractor. Now, I don't know how true it is, Evan, but I've always heard it said that on the older tractors, sound-wise, Evan, you're almost better off without a cab than you were with a cab. So, like, when it came to sound, Evan, like, no cab was actually better than a cab. Like I said, I don't know how true that is, Evan. I don't know if anyone's ever actually taken the time to actually, like, do a proper study on that just to see if that's actually true or not, but I have heard that before where, again, no cab, sound-wise, better than a cab. Like, wow, that does not sound right, everyone? But, again, just the old cabs, Evan, they didn't have the comfort like we see nowadays in our cabs and the tractors. I mean, the older cabs, you were lucky if you had heat in them, right? Nowadays, of course, you got heat, air conditioning. I mean, air ride seats, fully massaged, heat and cooled seats. You know, your little mini fridge, and how long before they had the microwave in them yet? Actually, I think some of them actually do have like a hot plate in them now, don't they? Or some form of a method of warming up your food. So, how soon before we just put the bed somewhere in here then, too? You can just, yeah, we just need a bed and, well, you know, the toilet's right outside, I guess, isn't it? But I was going to say we need a toilet, but no, toilet's right outside. Put the toilet paper dispenser hanging off the steps there somewhere and you're good. Oh, maybe it's just my ears, but the sound in this cab is weird to me. A lot of fun watching the dirt work out back there. That's looking pretty good, if you ask me, compared to what the game used to look like. I mean, you could almost fool me. That almost looks like real life there. For those of you who've ever worked up dirt in real life, yep, there's something fun about it. Okay, working on the last headland pass here. Probably should check and see how the rest of our hired workers are doing here. Let's see what's here. We're still rolling on one. Let's go back to this one here. That should tell us probably a little bit more, maybe. Maybe not. I don't, that didn't update, did it? There we go. Is that the only, we got field 1, he's working on that. Lime going on 20, that's Ryan, so we should probably keep an eye on that, make sure he doesn't, do something he shouldn't be doing over there with the lime. Start wasting our lime, because we don't exactly have a whole lot of, money to afford, extra lime here at this point. Might have to go check on that, because that doesn't quite look right over there. He's on the field, I guess. Okay, finishing up the last headland around the field of, and then we'll probably move on to the next one here. Oh, speaking of the next one, what is the next one here? So, 9 is all good. 77, okay, so 77 could be our next field then. We need to get that field cultivated over yet. That field has sugar beets on it, and yeah, we're not harvesting sugar beets, that one. Well, we are. We're going to harvest them with the John Deere 980 harvester here. Great, great harvester. Handles most crop types quite well. Yeah, yield is phenomenal on them as well. But like the 980 tends to get 100%, right? Like there's no yield loss when it comes to the 980. I mean, it gets everything. Oh, looks like I missed a little bit in this corner. We'll hit that in a minute, and then we'll be done with this field. Very, very foggy morning here on the map again as well, if you can't tell. There we go. Perfect. Oh, wait a minute, no. Okay, no, never mind. I thought we were done. I got one more little strip here left. Yeah, I'm like, okay, we're done on the field. No. There's grass on this field here, by the way, for those who wonder what we're cultivating under. This was a grass field here. I don't have any mowers, balers, rakes, or anything, everyone, so... Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just going to cultivate it under. Probably actually wouldn't be a bad gig to get into. I know if we had the money for it. Maybe start making some silage bales, stuff like that. I don't know how well silage pays here in the game, but in previous games, silage always was a pretty good payoff. But yeah, that does require some investment to get into that as well. When we have to get, again, mowers, balers. We're going to do silage. We need a baler that can wrap, or a wrapper. Then we definitely need something to pick up bales with as well, because I don't know about you folks, I don't feel like picking up bales by hand, even if Giants has improved the physics, which maybe they have, I don't know. Okay, next field. Speaking of which, are you still... What is going on here? This is not... What are you... You are just, like, doing something you shouldn't be doing, aren't you? See if I just bring you back to the field, if you can pick up here, or am I going to have to, like, do something for you? Tabbing around. Nope. There we go. Keep an eye on that hired worker there, seeing if we're going to have to give him a hand or not, or if he's going to be able to pick up where he needs to. Looks like he just needs to do the headland from what I'm seeing there, everyone. And when I say headland, it looks like the last headland pass, I think. Looks like he's actually probably done a headland pass or two already, so... We'll get to the next field, and we better go check on him again. Like I said, we don't want him wasting any lime, because that would not be good for us. Not good. Let's see what's here. We need to... Yeah, keep going around. Got to learn where all these new fields are here yet. do believe the limed field we see in the distance is probably our field over there, I think. Actually, that one should be good to go. Or no, that one need to be plowed yet. That's what it was, Evan. The field behind our lime field needs some help. Let's see. This says it's planted, huh? Okay. Double check, make sure it's not like... No, it is. It's planted and it's growing. Okay, well, seems like a shame to cultivate this under them, but again, we don't have a beet harvester. I'm not purchasing and or leasing one, so... Have at it there, hired worker. Don't miss a spot, because we don't want any of that left. Okay, we back okay, good over here. It appears not. Okay, fine. We'll just, I don't know what your problem is there, bud, but we just need to finish this last headland pass ourselves here. For the most part, the hired workers seem to do pretty good, but then every so often you just get, I don't know what happens, everyone, but they just, yeah, they don't work. With that being said, I guess, I mean, if you compare this to, like, course play one, I guess I can't complain too much because course play was pretty notorious at some of this stuff as well. And at least with the Giants AI workers here, they don't miss a whole lot typically. Except for a whole headline pass here in this case, I guess, right? But, or the corner of field 6 there all the time, which, to be honest, I mean, course play, if you did course play with that field 11, course play would be missing everything in that corner probably. So, like every single time, and multiple corners in that field too yet, so... Okay, like I was saying, I think this is the last lime field here. So once we're done with this, I'll probably throw this tractor on, or maybe what I should do is I should put this tractor on the planter, a little bit bigger horsepower tractor. I'm going to put that on the planter, and then take our little area on and put that on our weeder. I can start weeding some of these fields here as well. Again, if we weed the field immediately after planting them, we shouldn't have any weeds on the field, which, at least in my opinion, is kind of the ideal way to do it. We don't have to spend any money on spray that way either. Just pretty much pay for the hired worker to go around the field. And at least with the weeder we have at the moment, it doesn't take long, especially with the sizes of the fields we have. Like all our fields are pretty small here, unfortunately. We need to line up a little bit, otherwise we're going to start missing some more stuff here. The way it is, we're probably missing a little bit in this corner here, I would guess. Yeah, a little bit. I'm not going to worry about that, though. And it looks like I probably guessed about right on the lime here as well. One maybe could have gotten away with one tote less. Maybe not, though, either, because by the time we get to this corner here, we got a little bit to spread there. No, I think we got that about perfect, Evan. Couldn't have got it much closer, because, yeah, we'll need that last little, probably 65 liters. Yep, there goes the next 2,000, so... Oh, I missed a little bit right there. Should have been a little closer. Oh, well, we can get that spot here in a minute. Actually, no, I was just thinking of when I was saying I was going to put the Arion on the weeder. I wonder if that Arion tractor is a little bit too small. That is a fairly heavy weeder on the back of the tractor. It's all 3-point hook up there, so... Oh, come on, tractor. You should have no trouble pulling this up this hill. Well, speaking of pulling, I guess it's time to pull out of here, everyone. It is time to wrap up this episode. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Off camera here again, I'm just going to continue working on planting, fertilizing, weeding, plowing, cultivating, anything else we got going on. Just, yeah, all the farm work we have going on at the moment. I mean, we're busy here. Busy. So thanks for watching them again. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And till next time.